There's a TV reporter knocking on your door right now. There is a top newspaper or internet journalist on the phone wanting to ask you questions right now. Are you ready for that? Hi, I'm TJ Walker, and I am a media trainer. I help people do 4 very specific things for every single interview. The first is knowing how to look comfortable, confident, relaxed anytime you're in front of a video camera, so you don't look scared, nervous, uncomfortable. The second skill, the second goal of any interview is to know how to shape a media message. How do you go from a complex subject where there's 50 things you could say and really boil it down to your top 3 messages, something you can say in 30 seconds. The third skill is how do you answer questions in an interview. It's not like a normal conversation. You can't dodge questions, but you can't just follow the lead of the reporter the whole time too. The fourth skill, the final skill, in many ways the most important, is packaging your messages with sound bites, with quotes, so that you know in advance what reporters will put in their stories. Soundbite if it's TV or radio, a quote if it's any kind of a text story. That is the ultimate goal of a media interview. It's not about controlling the interview. It's not about avoiding the embarrassment stuff. It's not about getting through it. It's not about making the reporter like you. It's all about one thing. Did you get the exact message, the exact word-for-word quotes you wanted in the story? That's what I help people do. Now, I do this in the form of workshops, seminars, large group workshops, one-on-one workshops in person, but also seminars, keynote speeches, and online courses. Now, the most effective way to get a dramatic improvement in the skill is to schedule time with me and let's spend a full day or 2. I would send you some homework, a couple of my media training books to read, an online interactive media training course that you can go through and learn all the basic concepts. That way, when we spend our time together, you're not listening to me lecture. You're spending time doing sample interviews, being recorded again and again and again, so that you're really learning by doing. And we're critiquing you together and getting you to the point where you love what you see in that video. And no matter where it's edited, you like the message and you like the quotes and how you're coming across. That typically takes 10 times on camera, 10 separate interviews in a day to get you there. But that's what I do. It's about actually building new habits with you, a new skill set. Not just fun and listening to a lecture and being on camera 2-3 times a day. That doesn't really create change. Now, the problem with most trainings is the media skills peak at the end of the day of training. 3 weeks later, you forget half. A couple months go by, you forget the other half. How do we get around that? Well, I give you extensive follow-up for a whole year. For starters, any video interview you send to me in the next year, I'll critique it at no extra cost. Additionally, before your first actual media interview, but after our day together, I'll do a quick rehearsal with you through Skype video. We won't just talk about it, we'll actually do a sample interview. I'll record you, we'll play it back and watch it together. So whether it's a week after our training day or 6 months, you will be fresh that day of your actual interview. So you're not going to see that drop off, and you're going to go in with that comfort level as if you had just done your day of training the day before. I'm also going to send you follow-up media training videos, on average 1 per day. I'll send them to you once a week, a handful, 5, and you'll have enough to continue learning every single day. Plus, you'll have access to the online media training school at any point for touch-up, follow-up. Plus, if you send me any questions on how to deal with the media for the next year, I'll give you a personalized video response. So this is a comprehensive, blended learning experience. And it's all about helping you get the most dramatic short-term improvement in your media skills and the most dramatic, slow, gradual, long-term growth in your media skills using every tool imaginable. So I'd certainly love to work with you. Please call me and we can discuss this in more detail. 212-764-4955. Again, I'm TJ Walker with Media Training Worldwide.